Hello and welcome back to another video with Mulani. We are in the new season, Gizmos and Gadgets. There are some new mechanics for this season, uh, and so I'm just gonna kind of go over the basics. So this is for if you're kind of brand new to TFT and you're feeling a little overwhelmed, you're confused by what's on your screen. So the first things first is up top here. It shows you the round counter. So 1-2. The first 1-1 was the carousel. 1-2 was that what we just fought. Let's see here. Let's go. So Mercenary and Bruiser. Okay, so um, this is 1-3 and then 1-4. After we get through 1-4, it'll switch over to 2, and then each round from then on will have 7 portions. Okay, your team counts as having 1 additional mercenary. Gain 2 target enemies. Ooh. When the innovation dies, it becomes untargetable and repairs itself if an innovator is still alive. Let's go mercenary. 7, and nice, there's only 5 mercenaries. Okay, so let's go for Bruiser. Sniper. Enchanter. Enchanter is what? Bonus magic resist. Okay, and what are Bruiser's bonus health? Clockwork Innovator. Okay, so we're gonna try Mercenary Bruisers. Gain a treasure chest that opens when you win combat against a player. Okay, sorry. So this top round, is we switched over, so now we have the typical, this is what every round will look like in the future: 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And what you have here is the double swords is we're playing against other players. This little cog thing is the carousel, and then at the end the 2-7, 3-7, 4-7. Those are all going to be the NPC rounds where they can drop those loot orbs that we got. And you can click on, if you don't know what it is, shared draft. You can kind of scroll over and it'll tell you what it is. All right. Over on the left here is these are the traits that you have that are actually active and on the board. So I'm just looking for Mercenary or Bruiser. And usually what I do when I'm learning a new season is I will pick one champ and I will go for both of their traits. So in this case, it's Alawi, a Mercenary and Bruiser, and it's just so that I can learn those traits and maybe learn that champ. And after I kind of get through the initial few games and I learn a bit what the various traits do, then I'll actually start learning the blue, purple, and yellow champs. Because it's just a lot to take in if you're just going for one. Or if you're just brand new to the season, it's a lot to take in. So that's what's on the left here, and you can scroll over and it'll show you. So in this case, it shows us we have the 2-piece bonus in 4, 6, and 8. It's grayed out. You can get an 8-piece bonus. All right, and same with this. You can get a 7-piece bonus. I'm not entirely sure we're gonna go Enchanter, but for right now. Oh, Bruiser. Lulu will go really nicely with the Bruiser, so I don't mind grabbing Lulu. But for the most part, I am just looking for Bruiser and Mercenary. Okay, so then over on the right, you have your opponents, and this circle that you see is how much you. Everybody starts off with 100 health, and then you lose when you get down to 0 health. Um, and your circle will always be the one that has it's kind of bigger and it's yellow, so it's easy to see what your circle is. This pops up, or that screen pops up at the end of each round. And if you want to see that screen again, up here at the top, you can just click on sword and you can see, uh, which heroes did what. Um, and if you want to go back to the other screen, you just hit the 3 people. And then down on the bottom right here, in the middle is this carousel that we're in. And then the 8 surrounding it are everybody's home arena. So you can click on the different arenas to go check out what other people have. You can also specifically click on them over here on the right. If you click on their picture, it'll take you to the same spot. And then to get home again, you can either click on yourself, or there's this blue button here, and that would be the home button. All right, bodyguard, Kimtech. Okay, nothing new. And you know what? We'll sell her. Just get up over 21 gold. Okay, and then down here at the bottom we have the typical screen. Here is the gold in the middle, and if you scroll over it, it'll tell you where you're earning gold from. Passive income, everybody gets 5 a round. Once you get to like round 2-1, that's true. In those initial rounds, that's not true. Interest, max of 5. The interest is so you get +1 interest for every 10 gold you have, which is denoted over here on the left. That's what these. I have 20 gold. Or I have more than 20 gold, but I don't have 30 gold, which is why I only have 2 of the things. So that's where we're getting the 2 interest from, is because we have 20 gold. And then the win-loss streak is, you can scroll right here and it tells you you have to win 2 to 3 in a row to get +1. You have to win 4 in a row to get +2. You have to win 5+ to get +3. The person on fire, the guy in first, he's on a win streak of 4, I believe, or 5. And that's what being on fire is. So he's getting a lot of extra gold right now. And then gold per win, when you actually physically win, you get +1 gold. Over here to the left of the gold is the odds. Well, you have. Excuse me for just a second. Sniper Challenger. You have your shop here, which is every round it will reset, and you will get chances for 5 new cards here. The cards pull from the same pool for everybody. Commons have the most copies. The yellow cards have the least copies. There's only 10 copies of each of the yellows. And up here to the left, that is your % chance of seeing each of those rarities show up in the shop. And those percentages change based on your level. Now you can spend your gold to either buy experience, which will level you, or to refresh the shop. Mercenary, nice. Okay, so now we have the That was weird. Apparently we are bugged out. Okay, so we didn't get her in there. And I don't like to refresh or spend experience until I get up to 50 gold, because then I'm earning the max gold I can every round. Alright. Okay. So now we have the 3-piece mercenary. With 3-piece mercenary, you gain a treasure chest that opens when you win combat against a player. At the start of each planning phase versus a player, dice rolls add loot to the chest. The longer you've gone without opening the chest, the luckier the dice. Ah, interesting. And mercenary sniper, very nice. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're keeping Lulu. Enforcer. Your units that start combat with no adjacent allies gaining 35% maximum health shield for 8 seconds. So that is the mechanic of the season, these two picks that we got. The first one was, I think, 1-4, and then we get one at 3-3, and we will get a third one. And you can actually click on them and read what they give you. Alright, we're not keeping her. So now I'm going to go ahead and you can right click on each of your heroes. And you can see, so they've got, this is their attack, this is their ability power, armor, magic resist, attack speed, their attack range, critical strike chance, and critical strike damage. The only thing not shown here is their dodge chance, which the crit gloves also give 10% dodge. That's the only thing that's not really shown here. But you can see 2-star, you can see their health and their mana. When they get full mana, they cast their ability, which you can scroll over and see what it does. Allow slams her target, linking her soul to it for 5 seconds and dealing 330 magic damage. He's got the Yordle thing going. I think we're going to grab the belt. We're going to want some anti-healing and some of that burn damage. This will allow us to get both Morellonomicon and Sunfire Cape going. She is not somebody we're keeping. Okay. I'm looking for a Bruiser or Mercenary. And there's a Bruiser. Okay. We're going to lock it, though, because we don't want to drop below 50 gold. So if you ever want to prevent your shop from rolling over at the end of a round, you can just hit this little lock button above it. All right. And so for each level that you are, you're able to put 1 unit on the board. So now that we're level 6, we can have 6 units on the board. If you get double spatula items, I believe it should still turn into a force of nature, which will allow you to get +1 person on the board. There might also be, I don't know what all of the season things are. Okay. Oh, that unit requires 2 team slots, really. He is a mutant, a bruiser, and a colossus. He devours the lowest health enemy within range, dealing 800 magic damage. If this kills the target, he gains a stack of Feast up to 20. Each stack of Feast permanently grants 2% bonus health and size. And Colossus. They're bigger, more powerful, and immune to crowd control effects. However, each Colossus requires 2 team slots. And Mutant. The abilities of mutants cost less to cast. Okay. I am going to do a little re-rolling here so we can possibly get a couple of 2-stars here. Alright, very nice. Okay. Bruiser and Mercenary. We need to get up to level 7 now. Okay. Now, when you get 3 copies of any of the heroes, they go from a 1-star to a 2-star. Their color also kind of changes. That's what the silver triangle there is the 2-star, or the bronze of the Cho'Gath is the 1-star. So there's a couple of different ways that you can visually see it, and you can see like the V on the board. She's kind of silver lined, whereas everything else on the board doesn't have that silver glow. So everything else on the board is just 1-star, but our V on the board is a 2-star. Okay, so Cho'Gath will do 990 magic damage. And he is... So the 2-piece bonus there is they take 25% less damage. Okay. Interesting. Now I don't know. We need the sea large rod. It would have been nice to grab Jace, but I think Cho'Gath is going to be a big part of our damage, so we need him to do some damage. We're going to give him the ability for his spells to crit. And here up at the top we have another. The square means we'll get our third mechanic from the season. Gain a mercenary emblem. Yep. So she is a mercenary. There we go. We've got 5-piece mercenary now. So the dice are even luckier. When combat begins, the holder and all allies within 1 hex in the same row gain 30 ability power, which we don't want because we have the exiles. So units that have no adjacent allies, they gain the 35% max health shield for 8 seconds. If I put units next to each other for that ability, they won't. They won't benefit from it. They won't benefit from both, rather. Mercenary. And mercenary. We seem to be lagging out again. There we go. So during combat, the holder gains 25 ability power every 4 seconds. Oh, nice. So that he's just gonna start really chomping and hurting. Our last one is going to the mercenary, so we could sell Trundle. Oh, that's all right. We went out pretty early. I wasn't paying too close attention to the abilities on everybody. I was trying to do kind of just a basics for you. Now, final basics. If you go out in the bottom 4, it is considered losing. So if you are doing ranked, that is when you will lose LP. If you go out top 4, that is considered winning, and so if you're doing ranked, that's when you gain LP. If you enjoyed the video, please thumbs up it. If you enjoy what I'm producing, please subscribe to the channel. This is Amulani. We will see you next video.